Do your own research and due diligence before investing in any company. The information I provide is in no way or manner a professional suggestion to purchase shares in any publicly traded company. I am not licensed to provide financial advice, and this should be considered entertainment. These stock profiles are intended to be trading ideas, a starting point for research. Any individual who chooses to invest in any securities should do so with caution. Investing in securities is speculative and carries a high degree of risk. You may lose some or all the money that is invested. Always research your own investments and consider consulting with a registered investment advisor or a licensed stockbroker before investing. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sal in the building, man. Shout out to all the people watching. Let me go ahead and get this adjusted real quick. There we go. Dark as hell in here and bright the light up in here. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. I am live in the building. Long day today. Shout out to everybody watching. People slowly coming into the chat room already. Slowly coming into the chat room. Dave Thomas, what's up, man? Mero Trader, Texas Prayer Warrior, Astrid. Who else? Trading Jedi first in the building. Bruce Cole, Life 4A TV. Shout out to all the people coming in the chat room. Yes, indeed, man. Pull up the stocks that were hot today that everybody was looking at. And then you guys, of course, you know the caller line is available. Call in with the stocks you traded today. Let me lower that in there. There you go. And y'all call in and tell me what was hot today. Let me see. Is my it's saying it's up. There we go. All right. Boom. Let me see here. Where's yes, indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get the show started with, man. Let's go ahead and get the show started with, yeah, GLYC was that one, man. GLYC was that one. Everybody's talking about GLYC. Everybody gets so excited when a run happens, man. You know, everybody gets so excited. I mean, what can you do with that? I mean, that's, you know, look at the chart there. What can you even do with that? You know, at this point. Let me see what the 5-minute looks like. The 5-minute was retarded from the morning, too. You know, 5-minute. And then I have Bat's favorite VWAP play on there. What's going on, Andrew? Damian Gomez. Mr. Chibani, appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. What's going on, Tony Morales? Cali 817, Anthony Smith, Need a Life Soon. Need a Life Soon, man. Look, I see you talk about tickers, but don't hesitate to call up and tell us about it, man. Because I don't remember you saying that. You probably did. I mean, I'm not, you know, I got a show to run, so I can't look at the chat room every second. But don't hesitate to call up. All right, so overall today, man, I was expecting another red day. But the market today, man, you know, showing us that you got some people out there believing in a dip buy opportunity in the market. You know, and I made sure I tweeted on Twitter, like, okay, what is this market going to do, man? You know, are we about to lose our shirts, or is this a dip buy opportunity for another possible run? Looking at the daily chart in the SPY. You know, look at this. That was the big dump yesterday. Here was today's move, which looks like, you know, today was a dip buy. Now, if we get another green day tomorrow, then we could be looking at getting back to tops. But if they're overwhelmed tomorrow, so if these new buyers don't have support at their higher prices, then, you know, it was just a fake and we're going all the way back down. What's going on, Stockerfella? Terry Cherry. We're going all the way back down. RSI still pretty low. We're still under 50 on the RSI. this particular play, but the market as a whole is still, rebounding. You had a lot of stocks take huge hits on that, little down day. Let me see, what was Nvidia doing? I think Nvidia was one of them. Yeah, Nvidia, a lot of them. A lot of the large caps took big hits. All right. And what I love about market corrections, Google's another one. What I love about market corrections that the OTCs just start going crazy. The OTCs start going crazy because you got to understand, not a lot of people know how to short stocks. Not a lot of people know how to, implement a put option strategy. So people get so desperate just to want to go long and have something win. That's when OTCs just start going nuts. That's why if you, for those of you guys, if you 2012, 2014, 09, 07, I mean, when just shit was, horrible, you had the OTCs just killing it. 200, 300, 400%. 2 days, 3 days. PULM, what does PULM look like? Okay, odd day yesterday in PULM. I did not see PULM. I didn't have a show on Wednesday, so PULM, nice move for the stock. PULM today, okay, we'll see. Nice play. Nothing really moved today though. I mean, Thursday was the move. Now I don't know why you were up. TradingView's not bringing me the news on PULM, so you're gonna have to let me know why that was up. Mark Zuckerberg lost $2 billion on the market on Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, and that's why I say, when the market crashes, it's not like the money vanishes. It goes somewhere else. See, money doesn't vanish, It goes somewhere else. So all that $2 billion went somewhere. Somebody's got the other end of that position when your stock loses money. There's always somebody short somewhere. Absolutely. It's always somebody on the other end of the trade, whether you're long or short. That's how the market works. All right. So when a stock loses $2 billion of value, my question is, who gained that $2 billion? Because I've read books where they're talking about how banks are long and short the market at the same time. There are banks that are long and short Google and all these other stocks at the same time. I don't know how they make money off of it. I don't know if they've got maybe one that's larger than the other or what, but maybe I got somebody in the audience who's an investment banker who can let me know on that. But that's the case. That really is the case. SORL, 24% move today. Saw people make money on that auto parts play. That was a big, earnings surprise there. And I don't even think the earnings was that great, right? Oh, actually, it was really good. Estimate was 15 cents. They knocked it out the park. 36 cents. If that's right, 36 cents. They came in with, and the estimate was 15. That's insane. That's insane. And 4 and 8 exponential move average was crushed on that day that came out, and it's been holding it really well, even though you had, I see here, it got affected by the move yesterday, but today, what a rebound. What's going on, David? David from Investors Hangout. Hey, are you guys still doing the streams, David? I haven't noticed you guys on. I want to have that guy from. He does Profitly, but I think he's also an Investors Hangout blog. I think his Twitter, I think is I Love Bulletin Board or something like that. It's like I Love BB or something like that. This guy, let me find him. I Love BB or something like that. I can find him under AMLH because he's one of those AMLH hawks. And this guy's killing it on OTCs. Like, that's all he does is OTCs. And I was looking at his Profitly, and I'm like, okay, is this guy connected to a promoter or what? Because he's killing it a little bit too good. When you see somebody in the OTC space and they're just making money, just insane banking, you know what I mean? That's somebody that's either connected to some kind of promotion vehicle, you know? Because in OTCs, you just can't kill it like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're just, playing it just the way it is. I'm going to find his Twitter account. And I'm going to show you guys what's going on. I like BB. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. David, you know who I'm talking about. I like BB. That's him. And he's got like a real funny looking face on as his avatar. I think that's him, but he made one move. It was like $60,000. Okay, yeah, I found him. Boom, found him. He made like $60,000 on one trade where it went from 000. I think it went from like 0011 to like 0036, and the guy netted like 60 grand because he just all his chips were in. It was just so fucking suspicious. But some people maybe just got it like that. Yeah, he's good, David. Yeah, he's good. I like BB. Yeah, Ryan Real, you know who I'm talking about, huh? I want to have him on the show to talk about how he does his thing. Let's see, strategy. See how he plays these things. What's going on, Bats? Bat scientists in the building. IMGN is a buy. Let me know why INGN is a buy. 704, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey. How are you?
Astrid, it's been a while. How are you?
I know. I've been, I was sick, and then I've been really tired. So when your shows come on late sometimes, yeah. I'm already in bed or, whatever. I'm already getting sleepy now, so I said, let me just call in. How's it going?
I'm going good. I mean, how's everything been going for you?
Good. So I have a rookie tip.
Okay.
Something that happened to me last Friday that I'm learning from. So I told you I'm focusing on the trips. So I've been really, trying to play these and make some money and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I was in FANP.
FANP.
Yeah, I got in at a 222, and on Friday, towards the end of the day, and I'm at work, and I checked some of my account. I have 3 accounts now because with some of these trips, I can't I can't trade them on a certain account, but E-Trade will kind of, will accept anything. So, end of the day, it went up like to 666.
Okay.
And I missed it. I didn't set an alert, so that's my rookie tip. Make sure we set alerts. I was busy that day. I checked, my other accounts. I looked at that one, and then I never had an alert set, and I missed my money.
Wow. Now we're talking about Santo Mining Group, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I've learned from that. It was a mistake, a hard one I had to learn from. So I did end up selling it on Monday. I didn't make as much, obviously, as I would have made had I caught it the first time. So, it's really important to set alerts.
Yeah, definitely.
And then another one that I'm looking at, I'm hoping it moves tomorrow or Monday, is Sam Nancy Man Nancy.
Okay, SNM Global.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the daily chart. So yeah, it's got a history of spiking here. So
Yeah.
um,
Yep. And I got into that one. I broke my rule on this one only because it was spiking, but the CEO was supposed to go on TV the following day.
mhm.
And he's investing in this company called Dirty Donuts.
Okay.
I think it is this woman. She that's her passion, like making these donuts. So the CEO of SNMN is investing in that company. He was
Okay.
supposed to be on Good Morning America the following day. So although it was in the green and it was spiking, and I got in, I figured, okay, maybe I can just swing this tomorrow,
Mm.
with this news. But he wasn't actually on Good Morning America. He was on like an affiliate, and the traders weren't too happy with that. So of course it went down.
Mm.
But I'm still holding it. So now I'm hoping that it'll spike back up with some stuff that the CEO is supposed to be doing. So.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm in that, and then another one I'm in is KNSC. This is a possible reverse merger that's supposed to be coming up. Hibachi Grill.
Yeah, I've actually heard about this one. A lot of people are excited about this one. Looks like it could be breaking
Yeah.
out too.
Yep. So I'm in that one. So yeah, just paying attention to those. But yeah, I just wanted to put out that rookie tip. Set your alerts, guys.
There it is. Thank you so much,
All
Astrid.
right. All righty. Bye.
Bye bye now. And yes, thank you so much, Astrid. And get better, by the way. I hope she said she was sick for a little bit. Hopefully, but it sounds like she's sounds just fine. She sounds just fine. All right, sounds just fine. What's going on, Aaron B, Kenny Dutton, Jiggity Imports, Bill Betts? What's up, man? All right. So let me see, because I again, this guy's account just really struck me just before the show opened. What's going on, Mr. Lloyd? You're on the air.
Man, Sal, happy Thursday, man. My goodness. Hey, everybody. What's going on, man? How was your trading day?
Oh, good, man. Good. I mean, I got pushed out of what is it? I got pushed out of FNFJ or FJFN. I think one I forgot. It's either one of those two versions. But other than
Right.
that, it was all right. All right. Had to deal with some other BS in the morning, but it was good.
Well, it must be time for me to kind of sit on the sidelines and take a time out, because I bought a freaking lottery play, a 001 play. I had 3 million shares.
Mm. Oh yes,
Tell
okay,
me.
yeah. I remember you posted that picture, man. You should send me that. How did it go?
Kind of.
Yeah, no, go ahead and explain it to the
Here,
people, because
here,
I want
here,
them like I
here.
want like them to hear it.
Yeah, and so I bought a lottery play. Basically, it's a play that's at 001. I was kind of looking at the trades from the past,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, you know what? I could sit on this for fine. I put $300 in there. I said I could sit on this for 5 or 6 months. I mean, I don't care. Tell me why it went negative 001.
Wow.
And so here, yeah, I'm about to send this photo to you, and maybe you can post it. But I tried to buy some shit under 001. The damn brokers didn't even let me buy it.
It actually went to 000 like 5 times, right? 5 zeros. Are you emailing
Man,
it to me?
Yeah. Give me one
Okay.
second. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Give me one
Because
second.
I have never seen a stock go to 5 zeros like that.
So the stock is let me see here. Let me make sure I give you the right information. Actually, if you can go to Discord, it'd probably be a lot faster to
Let me
pick it up
see.
from there. Let me post it into the general.
All right.
There you go.
Let me see if I can.
All right, I just put it. I put it in the Discord in the general chat. You should be able to see it.
Let me scroll all the way down and get it. Save image.
Yeah, man, that didn't make no damn sense. I'm like, I can't win for fucking losing. So I was like, you know what? Maybe this is telling me I need to take a time out or something.
No, man, that's not it. I mean, the stock did what it did, but I mean, I don't know. That's just a weird. It could be, I don't know, a glitch or what. But I've never seen a stock go to 5 zeros. 4 zeros is always been, I thought, the least it can go. And here it is. This is what he's talking about, folks. I got it on the screen now. And as you can see there, it's showing 5 zeros. I've never seen that before. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And like I said, I don't care about putting money like this on the side, but I'm thinking like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're pissed off because you really could have loaded up at that price. I mean, at that price,
right.
Shit, $100 is like, I mean, I don't know, God know how many millions of shares. So they could have done something with, the outstanding shares, but that could be the reason. But
man, I tried to go buy. I swear I was on my phone for like 20 minutes trying to figure out how I can buy 5 zeros and a 1, and the damn broker said you can't go under 1 cent, but they can take my shit under 1 cent, but I can't. That shit just doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah. So anyways, if anybody knows, man, just call in and let me know if I'm missing something. But yeah, so I'm gonna take a little time out for a minute because I got burnt on Priceline. Look at that shit, man. Look at Priceline.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as that shit has huge swings, I lost maybe 800 on that.
Yeah, I mean that was an unfortunate situation, man. And yesterday's action didn't help. Today, the stock didn't really recover like so many others did. There was a lot of hesitation. Unfortunately,
shit, that was like an earnest play. The way that shit dropped down like that.
Yeah.
So, all right, brother. Well, anyways, man, I appreciate it. But yeah, if somebody can call in and tell me how you can buy a stock with 5 zeros, please let me know.
There it is, man.
All right, thanks, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate it. That's Mr. Lloyd, man, going through his troubles there. Mr. Lloyd going through his troubles. Let me see here. This BB guy again. No, I can't. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can. Let me see if I can open up a second one here. Drag that over there. Let me see if I can open up his page because I want to. This guy's only netting 49% of his trades. All right, let me show you guys this. Let me see if I can show you guys this, man. All right, so this is his Profitly. This is his Profitly. And as you can see, only 49.1% of his trades are winning trades. 49.11 are winning trades. His profit is $1.2 million. He's made over 4,000 trades. His average gain is about $847. But here's the interesting thing. All his trades, as you can see here, are all OTC plays. These are all OTC stocks. All of them. All right. So let's take a look at some of his trades here. All right. And you guys are very familiar with some of these plays. Look at this $9,000 profit here in RSII. You guys, I mean, these are stocks we've talked about. 400 on that one, 600 on that one. And boy, does he keep his stop loss tight, man. Look at that, $9 loss, he's out. Boom. $15,000 profit, $2,000 profit. So when I see stuff like this, this makes me think either promoter or somebody really connected to a promoter. And here's that $90,000 profit in RSII. All right, let's open that up and take a look at that. All right, so it was a $90,000 profit, RSII. He purchased it on February 1st of 2017. He sold it on February 28th. All right, so the purchase price, as you can see here, was 0016. He sold it for 0.0139. And he bought a little bit over 7 million shares. And I did the math on that. That's about $11,000 position. And the percentage profit, as you can see here, that's why OTCs are so such big money was over 700%. So he made over 700% on his money in 27 days on 7 million shares. Now, I'm very interested in knowing what gave him the wherewithal, or what information did he have that allowed him to be that confident to go into this stock like RSII. All right, a company that has, one, very little assets, little business operations from what I saw in its 10K, for him to put down $11,000 on the trade. I'm curious. I'm just curious. Let's go back and look at some of his other trades. All right. But here's the thing. Again, you guys saw, his winning percentage is only 44%. Or 40, what was that, 44 or 49? I think it was like 44 or 49, something like that. So it's not like he's killing every trade. As you can see here, his stop losses are tight as fuck. $6, $1.89. Okay, 3 something, 2 something. But for the most part, his stop losses are tight as fuck. QSIM. I know there are some people in here who are on QSIM. So if you're watching, bro, I just hit you up on Twitter. I want to know what the secret is. I'm just curious to know what the secret is. You're making big bets on some of these. Not all of them. But yeah, he's got a lot of losing trades too. BMXC. That's a stock I know somebody in here has been on. Let's look at that BMXC trade real quick. All right. So BMXC, $9,000 profit on the trade. All right. $9,000 profit on the trade. His entry was December 20th at 0044 for, what was that, for 1.5 million shares. He exited at exactly 30 days later for 1 cent. So 00 to 1 penny, 0.0111, for 152% gain in 30 days, netting $9,000 in profit. No. I'm just curious, bro. I just want to know, because I want to know what the secret is. Because I'm looking at full-time promoter profits when you look at stuff like that. But again, I don't know. But that's why I would love for him to come on the show and tell us. But again, he's not killing it out the park. He's losing on a lot of stuff too. As we said, his thing was only 44%. It was only 49%, 49.11. So half his trades are losers. So he's obviously pretty, talented at what he was doing. And he does a good job, half the time of not being a bag holder on anything. But as I showed you guys, his stop losses are tight as fuck. Which is interesting because he puts such large positions in. He said, let's get Tim Sykes to call in. Nah, we're good on that. That's over. Trading Jedi, you said I was digging too deep. Oh, man, I want to know what the secret is. I would love to just simply 100% focus on OTCs, but, when that shit don't go your way, that shit is frustrating. That shit is mad frustrating. So the only way is like, okay, man, let me just promote something, make some easy cash. FCGD. And speaking of promotion, all this chaos has brought some attention my way. So I might have a deal for you guys soon. We'll see about that. You know, you guys know I don't speak on nothing until I get the check, because, you know, these folks, they'll have you talking about their stock and all that stuff before they pay you the money. Nah, homie, you got to pay up first. You got to pay up first. Tim Green, well, yeah, man. I mean, that's the way you got to do. See, my thing is, like, a lot of people, they look at my subscriber list and they think that's what it is, and, you know, your voice don't really get out there. You know, the people that subscribe are people that actually trade. You know what I mean? You might have a lot more subscribers than me, but those people aren't real traders. You know what I mean? They look at something like a car or something like that. They're like, oh, this is cool, subscribe. No, that's not a real trader. You know what I'm saying? I got people who really trade. And when you're talking to people who really trade and you put something out that and they spread that shit, it goes way further than somebody who's got a bunch of clowns following them who don't really take shit seriously. You know? So that's why even the videos that I put out, yeah, a lot of, you know, they didn't get to 5,000 views or, you know what I'm saying, 10,000 views. But the people that did see it, they got a shitload of other people seeing it. 919, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on with you?
Nothing much. Yeah, we don't need to just focus on OTC stocks. I mean, I made a very nice trade on ARDM that I bought overnight. I overnight swing trade for a nice 39% this morning.
Yeah. ARDM, nice move on that, man. I see. Wow. I mean, what brought this to your attention? ARDM. Shit, I should have had a show last night. Nice move on that. Even when the market was collapsing, I see that stock was doing well.
Yeah, I mean, I documented every step of the way. When I got into it, I documented it. I wrote a little tweet as to why I got into it. Remember the Finver screen that I typically use, which is a stock that's up 5%, that's
Doji.
got at least 500,000 in volume, and that's less than $5. Yeah, that was the only screen. And then I noticed as well that it was a fairly low float stock. And so towards the end of the day, you know, the good thing with the Finviz and the way I use it is, you know, it's delayed, but it still gave me the stock. I looked at it. It met all my criteria. I looked at that huge candle from yesterday, the huge engulfing candle, and you notice the 4 and the 8 exponential moving average, the breach of that. You notice that. And it was, volume was high. Yeah. And so I'm like, so I got in at 94 cents, and I sold today at $1.32, made my 39%. It was very satisfying to be able to go through all of that. So here's what I look for when I look, and most of you who know when I call in, I have a particular play. So once again, the stock was oversold. And it came from about yesterday, it was at about an RSI in the 30s. And so this is what I look at. So in terms of all the low criteria, it must have a low RSI, it must have a low float, and it must have a low price. So because yesterday it was at 94 cents, that you know, met my criteria of it being less than $5. And so, and then when it then goes up on that first day, I'm glad I caught it on day one. You see the volume spike. So when I mentioned last time on your show, when all your technical indicators line up, you would have seen the RSI spiking. You would have seen the MACD crossover. You would have seen the 4 and 8 exponential moving average breach.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the PULM, have the exact same pattern. If you could change the chart to PULM,
Yeah,
the
I see that.
exact same.
Yeah, PULM.
Yeah.
Okay, so good day yesterday, and then not much today, but you had some range on there, so you did get up in
Yes.
PULM. Let me see what the 5 minute. What did the stock do? So okay, yeah. So yeah, you had opportunity to close out the trade with a nice
Early.
move.
Yeah.
Here's PULM on the 1 and the 5 minute. So yeah, you got up in PULM. It just didn't hold those higher prices, but yeah, you had opportunity to sell the next day into some more gains. Nice.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it just worked out. I know someone was asking me because I called out the stock last night when I got into it end of day,
Mm-hmm.
and then the person asked like, "Why are you in this stock, and how do you know it's going up?" You don't know it's going up. None of us have crystal balls. None of us are fortune tellers. But
Yeah.
like you were talking about the guy, the OTC guy, you have to be prepared when you get into something to get out of it quickly
Yeah.
if it doesn't go your way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, this really worked out for me,
Oh,
and
look at
I'm
that.
glad it
Beautiful.
worked out for me. I'm looking right now at a few OTCs. Let me just go to those quickly. I
Yeah.
think I just,
Beautiful squeeze right there. Oh God, that's beautiful in PULM today. Look at that. Beautiful.
yeah.
I see one of Stock God's moves right there.
So
That's just gorgeous.
So you see why it makes sense, and people keep asking me why I pick these stocks. The reason why I pick low RSI stocks, if it could be lower than 20, if it could be RSI 10, I would get into that stock. Um, the reason why I pick these stocks, for me, I figured out for myself really that I do not want to risk losing a lot of money. And with trading, it's all about probability.
Mm-hmm.
So when you pick a low RSI stock, the probability of it going down further than that, obviously, yes, bad news can trump it. With some of these, reverse splits can also come. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to be wary of those. But normally, if you're trading just on technicals,
Mm-hmm.
if it's the lowest it's been at, or it's 10-15% from the 52-week low, the probability of it going below that is a lot lower than the probability of it going up. So all I look for is a sign that it's going up. And those signs are encapsulated in the 4 and 8 EMA, the MACD, the Bollinger Band. Because if you look at all of these as well, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
PULM and ARDM, they probably came from the low Bollinger Band. And yesterday's ARDM, I believe it did. I'm not sure. Did it breach the middle Bollinger Band? I don't have the chart up right now,
I'm about
but
to pull it
I
up
think
right now.
okay.
Bollinger Band, yeah. Well, no, you got to almost touch the middle band, but no, you didn't breach any middle band
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay, but it did come from the low Bollinger Band, right?
Yes, it did come from the low Bollinger Band. That's correct.
Okay, so that pretty much proves. So yeah, I've also got the Bollinger Band, but I'm not using that as much these days. And then of course the volume spike. So yeah, that's what I look for in a stock. I look for a low RSI, low price, low float. And by low float for me, most people say 15, 20 million. I'm a bit more stringent. I go for 10 million, but that's not always a criterion for me. And then, of course, I look at the candlestick itself. If it's a multiple day engulfing candlestick like the PULM and the ARDM,
Mm-hmm.
that's also a good sign. If it's a tweezer bottom, the buck teeth where you have previous day's candlestick is red, next day's candlestick is green and of the same size, that's also another bullish signal where you're looking for, an upside to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so basically I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I didn't swing trade any today because I made such good gains today, 39%. That's almost 4 times my target. When I trade, I look for 10%. So getting nearly 4 times that was extremely satisfying for me. So the tickers I'm looking at right now going into tomorrow, is ZSAN, and I'll post these because there are about 5 of them. ZASN,
Yep.
ANY. You can just bring up any of them. You guys will see the pattern I trade is exactly the same pattern. And the more and more I learn about this, the more and more I get better at it. And I've just been sticking with the same pattern and looking for the same signs. So VSAN is one of them, ANY, GST, NMM, and AMRS. Any one of those 5, I was trying to look for signals at the end of the day to kind of give me cues as to what I should get into. I was kind of split between all 5 of them, and I just decided, well, if any of these go up tomorrow, let me rather get into it. I wasn't as confident as I was on these as I was on ARDM. ARDM, I went in there confidently, even tweeted about it before I even got into it, and luckily it panned out for me. So, yeah, that's all I have for you guys, but my point is you don't necessarily have to play these OTC stocks. I know that they're very attractive and you can make thousands of percent, but think about it. If you're making 10, 20, 30%, 40% consistently on every trade that you're going into, you probably don't even have a need for, OTC stocks. And a lot of the time, like the guy you showed just now, where he's waiting for a month to get those gains, sometimes you don't get those gains, and within that time frame, you could have put in some solid trades.
Right.
So, find something you like looking at. Like when I look at these low RSI candlesticks or these charts, for me, that piques my attention. I use FinViz Screener just to give me an idea of what I should be looking at throughout the day. And then if I'm not able to day trade it using my VWAP and 4 and 8 exponential, I simply wait until the end of the day when all the noise is gone. And if I see particularly that it's holding, above VWAP or breaking through VWAP at the end of the day, then I actually turn an intraday trade into a swing trade, especially if you can catch these low RSI stocks on the first day. Your confidence going into the second day is there's a higher probability than trying to get into it in the third or fourth or fifth day.
There it is,
And
man.
yep, that's all I needed to share with you guys. But yeah, swing trade for those people who can't day trade. And if the day trade doesn't work out, look to the pattern at the end of the day to maybe be able to swing trade it. Thank
All
you,
right.
Cal.
Thank you so much, Bats. I appreciate it, man.
Sure, take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bat Scientist on the call. Thank you a lot so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Next caller, 480. Call me back if you want to be on. Jay Bino, what's up, man? I saw we had SC Trucker come in here, a couple other people. Shout out to all the people who just came in. Yeah, wealth of information. I saw Stock Guy talking about, trade ideas, $88 or $180 per month. All right. Let me see here. BDSI, CPRX. Yeah, there are a lot of good plays. A lot of good plays out here. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be hot tomorrow, though. I'm going to continue to watch that SORL, man, because that SORL, I don't know if that was this could be a multiple day run. Basically, everything that that Batch is talking about. Let me see here. Let me make sure my scale. Yeah, that's right on the scale. Somebody, yeah. SORL is like outside of the bands, man. It's like out of the bands. It's like out of the band. So somebody else who's looking on the chart can pull up their Bollinger, make sure mine is exactly like yours. But SORL out of the bands and still running. Let's see here. CYTR. Had a nice day today on the stock. Let me know why. 480, you on the air. What's up?
Hey, good evening, sir. How you doing?
Oh, good evening. Who am I speaking with?
It's Tyson, Matt.
Oh, Tyson. What's up, man?
All right. I'm doing pretty well. Well, good evening, everybody. I just wanted to get in touch with you, like I said, and I'm going to do a little breakdown on my 2 o'clock strategy, and because I get a lot of questions on my Twitter and other places about how to play it, how to enter it, and then I have some people that say that it's been profitable to them and that it's a good strategy and such forth. I know it's been profitable to me, so I just wanted to break it down if you have time to go over that tonight.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing is I just want to say, so I know there's a lot of beginning callers, and I want to explain this because I know there's some callers. I mean, there's some people out there that may be beginners or that may be a little confused. So the first thing I want to explain is, what is a trend? Okay, a trend is like a consistent stock that's showing strength. To me, either way, that could be on the upside or on the downside. Okay, but it's being a consistent pattern of higher highs and higher lows. And in preparation of tonight, I also did one thing. I don't know if you have a chance, and I want to thank Lloyd for this too. I put a chart inside of the Discord room.
Okay.
Just to kind of give an analysis and take a look at what's going on here tonight. Just so I can get a better, kind of give a point on what I'm dealing with and what I'm showing you guys here. So like I said, you can get that chart.
Yeah, what's the ticker on that?
That's SORL.
Oh, okay, SOR, okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, I think when you go into the Discord, I put a chart in there and it says SORL with my name underneath it. Because I put 2. I put one chart for IAG and then one for SORL, but I'll cover IAG before we conclude tonight.
Okay, let me see here if I can take your image. All right. Let me see.
Yeah, it's just a link. If you click that link, it should just open.
All right, so I got, what is this? I think this is SORL on the screen.
Yeah, okay. And then if you can just roll that out and go to okay, there's my chart. Yeah.
So what are we looking at here?
All right. I just wanted to have that up just so, people could view that while I'm going to cover what we're doing. So like I said, what is a trend? A trend is basically, I put underneath that first red stripe. Okay, that first red stripe. That's when the trend is going to begin. When it starts moving over that moving average, when that stop loss basically starts respecting that moving average, and that's
Hey Tyson, I don't know if you're changing your position or something, but now you're starting to sound far away. So if you can kind of there you go.
I got you. Yeah. So when on that first red line, that's when you notice the trend is starting to move. Now, as you can see, that trend went from 350, I think. I'm not sure where it went, but that's SORL, and that's one that I'm currently trading now. So once you identify the trend, and a lot of people say, how do I identify the trend? Well, sometimes I just look on my own screen. Whatever platform I'm trading from, I will go through my own tickers, and I'm looking for that 2 o'clock trajectory. So, and once I identify the trend that a stock is having higher highs and higher lows, I'll say, this is a trend that I might want to enter. Then I analyze the trend. And what I mean by analyze the trend is, where can I enter from a profitable standpoint? And sometimes the trends are different because you want to analyze the trend to see how you can enter it, because some trends have a lot of pullback in them, but they still are at a 2 o'clock position, which is strength. And then some trends are just at a steady, consistent, not a lot of pullback, not a lot of red candles inside of their trend. So you want to analyze the trend and see where you can enter. How is this trend trading? How is it at 2 o'clock? And a lot of people ask me, what is this 2 o'clock? It's not the time of day. It's just the trajectory that a stock is in, which is basically a sign of strength for longs. Okay? So that's just for anyone that's out there. So it's not a time of day. I'm not waiting for 2 o'clock in the day to come for me to make a trade. It's just the trajectory.
And I see you're using the 20 EMA on a, was this a daily chart? I do believe it's a daily chart, right?
Yeah, and I panned it out, so it should be that's like a monthly, and I panned it out so we can get a good sign of what the stock is doing. Okay. So what I do, so after you analyze the trend, you want to enter the trend. So you know this stock is at 2 o'clock. You know it's having higher highs and higher lows. You want to enter this trend. So how do you enter this trend? You enter this trend on a dip or whatever, where you analyze it at, and it's profitable. This is where you enter the trend. And there's a saying that goes around, and like I said, there's a lot of profitable traders that most of them make their money from swinging or from trading a trend. But there's this one thing, and it's called the trend is your friend until it bends. Okay, so I will ride a trend until it cracks or until it bends, shakes, or wobbles. But I'm good at catching a trend early, and I put it in this aspect. I would give it, let's say if I had a quality A setup for my trend play, what would be a quality A setup? Okay, so a quality A setup for me would be float under 3 million or 2 million. We're looking for low float. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're looking for a stock that's been in this 2 o'clock position. So if you look at a clock on the wall, wherever 2 is, and you see that arm that is aiming at 2, that's a 2 o'clock position. So you're looking at a stock that's been in this 2 o'clock position, having higher highs and higher lows for at least 2 days. That's early to enter a trend. Okay, so and then you want, and like I said, you want the float low, but you want the volume also to be high. Sometimes I would say over 800,000, over 1 million, but I've seen some 2 o'clock stocks with this trajectory that run quite a while with very little volume. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, and I can't explain that. But I wouldn't advise playing those lower volume stocks if you're trying to play this 2 o'clock position, because there's just not a lot of trades in there, and there's just not a lot of money in there. It's just not a safer trade for me. So like I said, so if you're looking for a quality A setup on this 2 o'clock, okay, you're looking for low float, you're looking for it being in that position for 2 days, you're looking for the volume to be over 800,000 or over 1 million, which is giving your stock some strength, some base to fall back on. And one other thing about this 2 o'clock trade now, I like to enter my trends, and I like to ride them as long as I can. But before I enter my trends, and what also makes a quality A setup on this trend, is my volume okay, Sal?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay. What I look for before I enter these 2 o'clock trends, I look for to make sure that there's no negative earnings near, or that there's no earnings near, mm-hmm. that it hasn't been bouncing off of any negative news, if there hasn't been any negative news around this stock. And also I'm looking for, I want the stock to be a respectable, decent stock on the market. I want it to be, and I know that might sound kind of silly, but there are stocks that are kind of like bad stocks and the market is kind of unsure. But we're looking for good, solid, decent stocks that the market, and you'll know they're familiar because the market's been trading them, and they've been decent stocks like CBLI and SORL and SOS. So, and currently, I'm writing a 2 o'clock. Currently, right now, I'm playing a 2 o'clock. My current 2 o'clock play right now is SORL. That's why I made the chart on SORL. But so as you can see, if you're going to ride that trend on SORL, if you caught that trend early, you're going to enter that trend. You're going to set your stop loss 5 cents, 3 cents under it, just to give it some buffer because, like I said, inside of these 2 o'clock trends, and sometimes they can run for quite a while. Sometimes there's a lot of pullback with these stocks, and they're on their way to where they're headed, and that can be accepting higher prices. That's what this sign of strength is. So you want to be careful for that, and you want to watch for that. But that's what I'm looking for a quality A setup. Okay.
All right. So let's move on. Let's move on to this second one here. So we can kind of keep the pace up here. Let me see here. IMG. Let me put that one up here. Let me see here. There we go. Right here. All right. So here it is. And I see this one is definitely heavily marked than the other one. And I see the lines you got there on top of the. What exactly are those, and how does that affect your the way you look at the play?
That IAG, that's a different play. That's a different type of a way to trade a stock. That's a stare pattern. And what I was going to show the people on that was that basically pattern recognition. If you can understand a pattern, if you can understand what patterns these stocks make, and I make a lot of my money off of two basic patterns, okay? And I make them off the 2 o'clock pattern and off the staircase pattern. Now, what I showed on that clip on what I showed on that slide on IAG was that it was in a clear staircase pattern, and then if you recognized it, because I made good money off that, traded IAG and KGC, which they're both had the exact same chart because they're both gold plays and they're both in the same market. But what I was showing on that is that if you see that first staircase breaking out on a chart, if you see that first staircase, I made a red line by. When you see that first staircase breaking out on the first day, and I make a lot of money off these plays. I'm not going to lie, I haven't really lost any playing this staircase pattern. So when you see that first staircase developing on the first day, what you want to do is you want to anticipate the next stair on the next day. So you want to buy at the end of that day. And as you can see, that staircase went on for maybe 4 or 5 steps, and then it went for another 6 steps, and then it's kind of trading upwards. So if you can recognize these patterns early, that staircase pattern on the first or second day, first day is the best. You can just position yourself at the end of day or whenever that stock is cooled off. And CCR was doing that similar. And I think I remember talking to you one day about a show, and I said, hey, you guys can play CCR tomorrow, but it's just going to spike, and then it's going to come down the next day. So yeah, place your buys on the end of the day when that stock cools off, and then just wait for it to make that next stair the next day, and then you're selling into profits, and then you can enter that and play that however you feel fit. But just know if you can recognize that stair on the first day or the second day, you can basically profit from that stair pattern until it breaks up, if that makes sense.
All right. I definitely got what you're saying, man. And Tyson, man, thank you so much, man. I hadn't talked to you in a day, so I was like, oh, man, I don't know if he's going to forget or not, but I really appreciate you coming on and explaining, how to do that. So thank you again for the call, bro.
Yeah, and one other thing before I conclude, I got a few hints for traders if they're going to try to do this 2 o'clock. So whenever you guys get into this 2 o'clock position and you start getting profits, right now I'm trading SORL, and I'm maybe 80 cents up on per share on this 2 o'clock pattern on SORL. In addition to that, so just keep this in mind, traders. You want to win really big. You don't want to have any big losers. You want to cut your losses, and then you want to trade rational, trade with the logical mind. And in addition to that, you want to trade consistently with the stick to what works for you, and then follow a winning system. So whatever system you trade by, stick to that system and perfect it, because that's the only way to become a profitable trader. So cut your losses, have a certain stop loss that you're only willing to take per trade. Cut your losses there every time, and you will succeed as a trader. Because if you have unproportioned risk to reward, then you will be failing as a trader, and that's where this 90% of traders lose things, is because traders don't have proper risk reward management. So let's try to even the gap on this so-called 90% of traders losing, and let's even it up and become some profitable traders here. And Sal, we'll cover some other things about businesses and bringing the Wall Street back and the Black Wall Street back and other things like that. But thank you for having me, and if you guys have any questions on this, give me a link on my Twitter, give me a holler or anything like that. And thanks again, Sal, for having me.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Tyson Bats for coming in on the air. Appreciate that, bro. We're going to get back to these tickers, and you guys, if you have any other tickers you'd like to discuss. All right. Yeah, that's something you might have to replay. You might have to replay that. But again, shout out to Tyson Bats for that. I really appreciate that. Give this brother a round of applause. Yes, indeed. Appreciate that. All right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Let me see here. PGPM, Aaron. PGPM 0017 up 20%. Let me see here. What are we? Oh, wow. That's a nice little run that it's got up there. What's going on over there? Yeah. Send me some sound effects at happypennystocks@gmail.com. Definitely, man. You can send me some sound effects. You can definitely send me some sound effects. Yeah, it looks like it's undergoing some kind of promotion, because look at the volume. The volume has just kind of showed up out of nowhere. So shout out to that volume that's booming. Shout out to that volume that's booming. Shout out to that volume. Look at that. It's coming out of nowhere. What's going on, Coralie in the building? POTN. Let's take a look at POTN. Pot Network. That was a stock that I was part of the promotion of. And, yeah, I mean, it had a stupid-ass March, man. That March run was just retarded. I think we were in it, like, over here, like, late February, early March. And then we had a couple bad days, and it was like, what the hell's going on here? This is supposed to be a promotion. It's supposed to be going up. And sure enough, I was starting to get upset because, I was like, okay, I'm going to start talking less about it. And all of a sudden, it just took a life of its own. 313, you're on the air. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Sal? What's going on, man?
Appreciate it, man. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, this is Real Ink.
Oh, what's going on, Real Ink?
I know. I'm good, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I called in because I was looking at my account today, and I seen a little pop in it.
All right, hold on. We gotta Somebody calling me the N-word in the chat room. Let me get you out of here, buddy. Get you out of here. Take care. All right, sorry about that. Go ahead, man.
Okay. All right. So, man, it'd be crazy, man. You be having to deal with that?
Man,
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, man.
Yo.
When you giving folks like us that a game, man, they don't like it. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, definitely. But keep up the good work, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that discourage you. But look, the ticker is UOIP.
Okay? Yeah, I remember hearing about this today. Let me see here. But hey,
You
go
heard
ahead and
something about it?
Yeah, go ahead and lower me in the background. No, I saw the run. I saw the run earlier today. I heard. I saw people talking about it in the Discord room. Shout out to the Discord room. But hey, man, if you can lower my volume because I'm getting a lot of feedback, bro.
Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah, much better. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So this one just came out the blue, man. I've been in it since 0001, and it did a little pop and had some nice, it did a little pop to like 0004, and it was just staying there for a minute, and then out the blue today it just went like this, heavy volume. You know what I'm saying? That's like I think like 160 grand running through the stock. So it's just something to keep an eye on. I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Huge move. As you can see, look at all that volume that came into the play today. Yeah, I saw people bringing that up in the Discord room. Shout out to the Discord room. Best chat room during the day. Here's the link to that. If you're not a member, join us right now. Click that link and get yourself access to the Discord room. Don't bring any bullshit in there because they'll block you hella quick. But there it is,
I ain't
folks.
with that.
Oh, no. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to other people who are watching. But yeah, man, definitely I appreciate the play. Is there anything else you're looking at right now?
Other than that, I'm just like, to be honest with you, I've done like incredible since last year, just trading with these sub penny plays, getting in at 0001, and I've been just, it's been good. You know what I'm saying? But
now are you holding them for multiple days? Just real quick, like, are you holding?
No, so basically, to me, it takes, you got a 0001 play, long as it has at least a 10-day moving average of 100 million in volume. You know what I'm saying? You got to give that at least a year top.
Damn, man.
A year. Now that's a long time.
Yeah, man, that's a long ass time. A year to make some money.
Big, right? But check it. If you got a couple of them lined up, right, and you get into like a pattern to where some of them, they rally, they definitely rally, and a rally is different from a run because that's just basically people buying and it is jumping a little bit, and then they selling. But the run typically comes, and this is off of PMEA. I was in AZFL, all from 0001.
And all those took over a year?
Well, the AZFL took me 6 months. I had it in July, and it popped around, I think, early last year.
Yeah, and that's
like the end of last year.
And are you doing this concurrently with maybe some like day trading on other shit, or is this like that's your only?
Definitely. Like I've been jumping in drives until drives just
okay. I get what you're saying. I'm getting what you're saying.
I kind of flip flop around with the profits that I get. Even if they 150, whatever the case may be, I'll dump it in. I'll dump it into 0001 and let them sit. So, that makes even more money when they start popping. And the thing I like is, even if the company is shit, like the company ain't worth nothing, you look at the books, it's all crazy.
Okay.
If it just drops news, you could make money. You know what I'm saying? As long as that volume is there, it definitely has to have value. You definitely want to see it around 100 million, and depending, you can look at the money flow and see, what's trading through it, but 100 million on a consistent basis of people buying it, whoever buying it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a promoter just loading,
Okay.
you be right there with them at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing about it, even if you want to just take your money back, you just lose the transaction fee. So, I mean, how that's calculated loss at the best.
Right.
You just losing the transaction fee. So it's something that everybody should look into, especially people who coming in and they new to the game. They got 500 to try to swing. It'll gobble that if you do it wrong. If you're not glued to the screen and you watching your play, and you at work or something like that, and you putting in limit orders and they moving wrong or things happening wrong and you can't get to the machine, that's gonna gobble your money up. So, you know, you wanna think about things when you first starting off, and definitely learn the fundamentals just to watch the volume of the play. Because even a stock trade in a little bit over $5, you can see what type of money is going through it, and then you just base your trade off of what's there. You know, if you got dreams of making millions and millions of dollars off of a play and there ain't no money in it, you know, that's unrealistic. So you got to look at all that. But I just wanted to kick that with you, man. I ain't going to take too much of the show. I appreciate you. Keep up the good work. Let them haters keep hating, and we going to get this money, man.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the call.
All right, peace, man.
All right. So shout out to the caller for giving me a call today. Giving me a call today. I thought this might bounce back, but MNGA. But this has just been dying. Man, I wish I got a hold of this way back when. Because it had a fantastic run. When was this? Yeah, this is like, okay, that was a while ago. Shit. MNGA's been dying. If you guys remember MNGA, for those of you guys who've been around, 2 years ago, they had a man fall into the boiler. The man was boiled alive at the job. And remarkably, his family didn't sue the company, so they must have got some kind of payout. But that was terrible when that news came out. This was like 2015. Magna Gas is like a hydrogen fuel company, and this man fell into the boiler and was boiled alive. Obviously, he was killed, but man, what a horrible way to die. Horrible way to die, boiling alive. Let me see here. That stock had a huge tumble today to 20 cents. I have a feeling this might be going to OTC land. That might be going to the Q land soon. All right. Somebody, yeah, he had brought up Dries. What is Dries? I don't even look at Dries anymore, man. I'm just so disappointed with Dries, Tops. They all look the same. All those companies, like Africa Emporium had once said, they all got, more ships than the Navy, but they all, they all ain't doing shit. GLBS is one of them. Look at all these charts. 3 shipping companies, they all look the same. What's another ticker? DCIX, right? Yeah, Diana Container Ships. All of them. That's 4 companies, all combined, have more ships than the U.S. Navy. They're all taking shits. I don't know what these companies. I mean, horrible, man. None of them is putting up money. And every article I'm reading about how all these countries all over the world are doing so well, and import, export, blah blah blah, and all the companies that are responsible for the intercontinental trade ain't making no money. So something's funny here. I saw GALT run, GALT, a huge bounce back on GALT today. Stock cracked, still showing bearish. Still got the high 8. This was supposed to be a potential short for me, but it started running today, so I had to stay out of that. Like I said, I was FJFN, excuse me, FJFN. What the fuck? There we go. FNJN, my bad. Got pushed out of this trade. I thought this was going to crack. I needed that 265 to crack, and it just Didn't happen, man. That 265, it didn't happen. And sure enough, the stock actually ran today, up 12%. No catalyst, by the way, too. No catalyst. This is coming down, but sometimes it don't always work. Even after the first red day, I'm a little pissed off about that one, but it is what it is. Can't get them all. RTTR, Ritter Pharmaceuticals, 64 cents. 370,000 shares traded today. Average is only 445. That chart is ugly, man. That's an ugly looking chart. So let me know when there's some news here. I see you are oversold, and I mean you're getting a little bit of a crossover here. Let me see what the hourly looks like. All right, so when we look at the hourly, with every, all right, let me see here. All right, so the hourly shows the last 2 hours of the day. You had some interesting buying here, but this is the last 2 days, as you can see here. Every candlestick is an hour. So last 2 hours, you had some interesting buying where buyers were in control, but for the most part, this company's, it's got some spikes in it. I mean, but I don't know about this chart. GLYC, no, I want somebody to tell me why GLYC looks like that, man. Tell me why GLYC looks like that. Why is GLYC, again, here's an hourly where we saw, a lot of control in the morning, and then all of a sudden, which is to be expected. Some people want to take those morning profits out. You're going to expect again to see most of the volume in the morning and then a decline throughout the day. I'm not taking anything away from that. But when you look at the chart intraday, on the daily chart, I mean, look at that candlestick. I mean, look at that volume bar. I mean, this is a stock that does nothing. This is a stock that does nothing in terms of volume. The volume average is 147,000 shares traded. That's the average of 147,000. Today alone, 36 million shares of this stock were traded. Now, I got to find out what's the float on this. What is the float on this? Let me get a chart montage here. GLYC. Hold on, man. GLYC. 24 million? Somebody said it's 24 million. Let me pull up the fundamentals on this one. Share structure. I'm getting 9 million, bro. Okay. You're saying 20 million? I'm getting 9 million. I'm getting 9 million on this equity feed. Equity feed is telling me the share structure, market cap now. Well, before today's action, now the market cap is 132 million. Let me see here. Share structure, 9 million shares. 3.43% of that held by insiders, 73% held by institutions. Man, look at that. 98.7% gain on the stock today. 98.7% gained on the stock today. I mean, that's just insane. I mean, that's insane. Yeah, that's more in beast mode. That's just, you're on another level when you do some shit like that. I gotta hit you with that Sonic or something. Can I explain the process of shorting? You're just betting. You're just borrowing shares at a higher price to hopefully sell it back to your broker for a lower price, and that difference is your profit. Need a life soon. You keep bringing that up, man. CBR IQ, but I mean, let me know what you like about it. We played CBR way back when it was like 40 cent. When it was like 20 cent. It had gapped down to 20 cent, and I had bought it on the opportunity for it to gap and run, and it did gap. It went from 20, and then it gapped up like the next day on the fact that they tried to fix their financial situation. It didn't work, but they tried it. They tried it. They tried it though. Let me see something. Yeah, it was crazy. They tried it though. Keep an eye out. You said it'll run again tomorrow. Well, we'll see if it runs again tomorrow. We'll see if it runs again tomorrow. If it does, obviously we'll report on it. Let me see something here because my sound card is acting